Hello YouTube, how you doing? We've got a camera. I've got a new one. It might break if I touch it like this. And I don't know why I'm doing that, to be honest, because it was perfectly adequate as it was. But hopefully you're happy with this. Of course, if it's distressing you, as it's distressed someone so much on Reddit that they've come into the stream to try and numb themselves to the pain of experiencing my face, which is, I think it's sensible. It seems to work. It has a ring of logic to it. Then again, a ring of logic sometimes isn't enough. Sometimes you actually need sense and not just madness, which is, nice. We just had a little a session of musical instrumenting with something that someone else had generated in their game. Old Armour Shadow had a bagpipe with glass drone pipes, and I had to try and mimic it. And I think I did okay. It wasn't my greatest work, but it was better than my worst work by quite some margin. I keep spiking the microphone. Is the sound okay? I'm not sure if I'm getting a little bit too declarative. Let's have a look here. It somewhat reminded me of Serge Tankian, and I have never managed to catch a stream. Serge Tankian! Oh god, for some reason, suddenly all System of a Down songs have fled my mind, and my desire to launch into one is fully unfelt. Unfelt? Unfulfilled. It was felt. It was fully felt. I felt it. I felt that desire, but I didn't fulfill it. Anyway. Sounds great. Oh, okay, fair enough. In that case, let's get into the game. Let's have a little look at Dwarf Fortress. Now, I've loaded it up here and I've pressed enter to get rid of a notification about some dehydrated farm animals. And that's about as much as happened. Let me just zoom out a little bit so we can see slightly more. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that. I don't know if it looks okay for you guys now, but I've just maximised this to fill my entire monitor, and boy does it feel big. The text might be a bit small for you, but let me know. Let me know how you feel about this new size. So we've got our trade depot here, which has obviously got some gubbins in it. I feel like what's happened is we've traded, the traders have left, and all the shit that is in there has just been left, which is our normal standard operating procedure for a trade depot. Down here, just below it, we've got our graveyard. Lots of empty graves. Good. That shows preparation. Then we come down here, and we've got our farms, slightly obscured by my face. Oh, and Dwarf Therapist in the background. Fine, I'll keep my face there. We've got some farms here. Top three are grazing paddocks, or pens, if you prefer. Pasture pens. Pasture paddocks. They're both alliterative. And then the one just at the bottom here, that's got our layers in, our eggy champions. Eggy champions? Whatever. This is a plump helmet field. This one does plump helmets and pigtails depending on the season. And here, butcher and tannery. Because, of course, efficiency drives me to place those things together. Not hygiene, efficiency. Let's keep coming down here, and this is the main floor of the fortress as it currently stands. Realistically, it's just a starter foothold that I do intend to abandon for swankier premises at a later date, although I say that in a lot of fortresses, and it rarely happens. We usually end up stuffed up in these little starter bits forever, and then the frame rate just gets frittered away, and we never make it. But we'll see what happens. Oh. Is that magma next to the graveyard, or is that void above magma next to the graveyard? This is a volcano, comes up all the way to the surface. So, yes, we do have magma next to the graveyard, and for several floors above the graveyard. That's, I don't know if you're familiar with this embark. I'm only becoming acquainted with it now because I've tried to avoid spoilers, but this is Telier's fabulous embark, or at least the area is, that you can make it slightly bigger, you can move over a bit and not have the volcano. Some people just want the, check that out, it's a waterfall. People just want the rivers and the waterfalls, but personally, I am a volcano man. I love a good volcano, and I rarely embark without one. If we take a little look here, we've got this dip, this little anti-hillock. A little delving that goes down into the ground, and we've dug off of that. And if we come up further, we've got like these little depressions here and here, and this river's in a deep canyon. And then it comes over here to the, I don't know, sort of vaguely buttock-shaped outcrop here. We've got an upper river that comes down and soaks everything under the waterfall. It's pretty nice. It's classic stock fantasy landscape. That's what I would say. I mean, maybe not stock. It's a classic fantasy landscape. As you can see here as well, point with your mouse, not your fingers. We've got alligators in the river and crocodiles in the caves below, which is okay. We've lost a couple of people to crocodile attacks, but in the end, does it even matter? No, it doesn't. Over here, we're preparing a little zone to keep our most recent vampire arrival. Well, our first vampire arrival. We're going to lock them there, and then I believe we also have plans to make a tavern outside, which will have some kind of mechanistic door opening thing that will allow us to decide which of the patrons of the tavern are consumed by the vampire. We're going to have some little like hotel rooms that back onto the vampire's lair. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Last time I embarked on a volcano, my embark ended in a single frame as there was a cave-in directly under my wagon. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. I have had some duff embarks. I have had some volcano embarks start badly, but not that many off. Not that often. Very rarely do we have that cave-in issue. Although that may be a previous version issue. I'm not sure. What I have had happen is abandoned fortresses being reclaimed cause the volcano levels to get squiffy, and it kind of erupts and magma pours all over the surface, which of course is incorrect because it's lava on the surface, but whatever. And yeah, it ends up being a bit of a nightmare to try and keep track of it. However, luckily I found abandoning the fortress again, then re-embarking does calm the volcano down, which is it is fun. It is fun. Capitalised fun. Oh, it's nice to have a coffee at the start of a stream. I do like it. Maybe I'll make another one just to really be stupid because it's close to midnight. Anyway, where was I? Yes, vampire digs, that's all good. This is a little area that leads down into our lower workings, our mines and caves and all that jazz. This is an office. That will be an office. That's for, bookkeeper, broker, candlestick maker, all that jazz. Over here we've got some social spaces. That's a guild hall for farmers, and this one is a temple for religious people, which is nice. A specific little cult asked us for that one, so it's exclusive to that denomination, but we will be expanding our temples at a later date. We do have a high priest in training already. Sal's child, let us pray, is the anointed one and shall become our high priest at time of maturation and after the construction of the religious premises. But, we've got plenty of time. It shouldn't be too bad. And hopefully we'll be able to use the volcano in some way, because volcano gods fucking rule. They rock, in fact. Here we've got a dormitory. We've got this room here, which is the initial room that we brought all the stuff down into, and we're now trying to start to sort out some of the storage issues. I've only recently started seeing the merits of dumping that stuff into stockpiles, not pooping, you know what I mean, and seeing how it stacks shit up and gets it out of the way nicely. So I may be experimenting more with that in the near future. Excuse my hiccups. And here we've got some segregated stockpiles that just keep in them what we need, blah blah blah. This is a small dining hall, bit shit really. I'm intending to replace it with something far nicer at a later date. And here we've got a room for storing ores and making cloth out of thread apparently, and we've got a room for storing metal bars here. Glory be. And then over here we've got our lovely metalworking zone. Smelter is... Jesus, that's a lot of gold bars. Smelter is magma forges, glass furnaces and kilns, etc, etc, and some Craftsdorf workshops just for fun really. And then down here there's the magma that feeds all those furnaces and forges. And then if we come up here, there's a little complex of bedrooms that I'm beginning to dig out, which I haven't started designating yet because we've got a vampire turned up and, it's probably a bad idea. Sal, you're not allowed to have favourites. Even if you do, you've got to pretend you don't. Heavens above. Such a terrible mother. Unbelievable. No, well, you see, the High Priest is a preordained position. Mecha Pope, Pope 5000, Cyber Pope 5000 is going to have to try and vie for the ruling slot. Someone's going to have to try and take over the place. There'll be a priest, trust me. We'll get them a little temple and stuff, maybe even a competing temple. But classically, for the state religion, let us pray will be our high priest. Right, let's keep going down. In fact, I could use the hotkeys, couldn't I? Here's our first cavern layer. It's cavern. Second cavern layer is very wet, very damp, very moist, dripping. And then beyond that, there's no hotkeys. So let's keep going down, see what we found. There's a cavern baffle, nice. I haven't linked up any of those bridges that lock off the cavern baffles, have I? So, okay, we've still got some designated digging. We're on the quest for the old blue stuff. That's what we're going down here for. We need some kind of shrine, some kind of memorial for Dave, who can't watch. He's got his sleep cycle out of whack with the stream, which is perfectly sensible, makes sense. And he can't watch today, so we'll have to make something a little... maybe we'll make a little statue. Make a little statue of him. Yeah, maybe we'll do that, actually. Let's go over here. I'm going to dig a little alcove. Where's my little alcove going to go? Here it is. Fuck you, Dwarf Fortress! How dare you! Full-blown crash. Wow. Unbelievable. How bloody rude. DF. You beastly little git. We also need to go over here where there's no sound so I can fix the source shit. Back in a sec. There we go. Back again. Ah, bloody hell. Archimedes, you catch us at a horrible moment, a horrific crash. Let's get back to Mazdurad and maybe start doing a little bit more quick saving, like a sensible grown-up man, rather than being a silly little Billy and leaving all the chances open to failure. We don't want to do that, do we? That's no good. It's not a sensible way to behave. That's an outright idiotic... Oh, wait, who's that? Who's sneaking up on me?
Mummy said I could have something to eat.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, and she didn't give you that something to eat then? She sent you down here?
Yeah.
Oh, come here. I'm just going to go and make something quickly for this one to eat. I'll be back in a second. And put some trousers on, for God's sake. I'll be back in a moment. And I'm back again. Terribly sorry about that. Oh, Simon Swell was just quiet as I wandered off. Sorry about that. I looked over there to the back windows of the house, the sort of open glass doors, and I could see a reflected little person sort of crouching behind my chair. Cheeky little cow. Coming down here asking for food. Unbelievable. Outrageous. Food? Good God. What next? Am I supposed to stop them from dying? Oh. Excuse me, a little swig of water there because I'm out of the old coffee. Put that one back behind the monitor. And then I'll connect Dwarf Therapist up and we can restart. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sorry about that. Probably hemorrhaged 90% of the viewership there. But that's okay. All that is distilling it down to the really cool ones. Let's press enter to get rid of this notification. And now that I've done the tour, we can do something else. Let's just get straight in and do the little shrine for Dave. First of all, actually, let's go over to Dwarf Therapist and let's figure out what it is about Dave that is worthy of some kind of enshrinement. Here he is. Dave 24V2. What does he do? Currently he's eating and he's a trader. A trader? I don't think so. I think Sal's our broker, right? Yeah. Okay, so he does something that is surplus to requirement. So fair enough. Excellent. Well done, Dave. Found yourself a non-niche there. Let's give him a little dig out there. There's going to be a tiny little alcove dug out for him. And then I'll go to this, is it Mason's Workshop where they make statues? Add statue? No, of course it's not S. U. There we go. And can I make some details on that? I can. D. Okay, so I want to specify, don't really care about the stone, but let's specify the image. And we want a historical figure, I suppose, right? There we go. And can we filter this? We can. If I type in Dave, bang, there we go. Let's use this option. We'll make it a statue of Dave, and then we'll put it in that corridor there. And hopefully he'll be satisfied with that. Oh, terribly sorry, I left you on therapist. It's an appropriate poop. Everyone's pooping at the right time. Good, well done. Excellent. You have been correctly trained. Oh, there we go. Let's quickly get my hair out from behind me on the chair, because otherwise it's going to make my back awful sweaty. Alright, there we go. Oh, hello, what's this? Oh, my battery's sufficiently charged. That's nice. I'm glad that they think 80% is sufficient. I would rather receive that notification at 100%, but whatever. Whatever, Mr. Apple. Right, now that that's been dug out, have they built my statue yet? That's the question. Build U for statue? Or I could actually select the game window and it would do it. Build, there we go. U for statue? No. What's a statue? Oh, S. Okay. Fair enough. Makes sense. I won't complain about that. Needs a statue. Okay, so nobody's done it yet. None of my masons have launched into activity and decided to create this masterpiece. Hopefully. I mean, ideally it would be a masterpiece. Oh, what's this? Mama Sal. Yet another baby. Heavens above. Good Lord. And who've we got this? So what is this? It's a little boy. If I do a check on the U screen and then go over to citizens, where are we? So I've got to find you a new babby. You know what? We've only got two. I'll tell you what, let's do this the easier way. This makes more sense. We're going to go over to Dwarf Therapist. While we're doing it, we're going to do a quick save to make sure we don't lose Dave's statue. There we go, do that in the background. And then, while we're doing that, we're going to see what we have. We had 71 adults, 6 children, and 2 vulnerable babies. And now we'll have a third. So let's sort our dwarves by profession. Because, of course, being a child and being a baby are both professional vocations, professional callings. Here's our 2 babies at the top. We had potato salad, zassit, and let's refresh. We now have 71 adults, 6 children, and 3 vulnerable babies. Domas, your child Domas Sal, or do you have an appropriate name? Cole Salaw. Here we go. C-O-L-E-S-A-L-A-W. Cole Salaw. Come in. Bosh. There we go. We've got him in there. He's in. He's in. Second child. Confirmed. Oh, actually, third child, but second child born in the fortress. It's lovely. It's lovely. Maybe they'll grow up to write a piece of music like Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen, but it would be Born in Cryptbeards. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Would it? I don't know. It might actually turn out to be a bit shit. Never mind. Let's go over to Dwarf Fortress again. There we go, and hopefully the quick savers... Oh, bugger. Here's me thinking I could seamlessly mask my stream's loading screens, which oddly enough are in fact saving screens. And I was wrong. I couldn't do it. It was impossible. Right, let's unpause the action. Wait for that statue to get created. And then, hopefully, because they've dug out that channel, that means they've finished the lower levels of the mines, perhaps? Question mark? I don't think so. Nobody's gone to there yet. We'll give them a little while. Let's go as deep as we can. How deep can you go? Pretty deep. Okay. Wow, okay, so they're nearly done with the new cavern baffle. I'm pleased about that. I'm hoping we'll strike third tier caverns pretty quickly. But there's no guarantees really. There's a strong chance that we'll just end up missing them entirely. Ha! You have discovered an expansive cavern, deep underground. Ooh, very exciting. And what does it look like? Has it got anything interesting in here? I mean, some very narrow, tight, twisty corridors. Quite tall, deep channels, actually. Very high ceilings, but very small spaces for standing. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. What's this over here? A crumble? It's a stack of crumbles. Holy shit. Okay, so with that in mind, now what we want to do is say DX, cancel all of these dig orders, and then find our way past this cavern layer. I'm going to say, let's baffle here. And then come down to here, like that, somewhere, and come over. Oh, we just missed it. We go over here. Yep, it's good. It's good. It's good. So I enter up, and bosh, lovely. A lovely little baffle. Very nice. Oh, hang on a minute though. Have I made the mistake of... Yes, hang on, I've done it wrong. I've done it very wrong. Very wrong indeed. What I need to do, in fact, is cancel this dig here. These stairs are okay, but... Oh. Okay. Okay, I don't want it to join up with the new... the old stairway. That would be bad. We don't want that cavern layer. Oop, there we go. So, what we want to do is, I think, yeah, dig down here. We should be okay. So, dig, little trap space, like that. Something here that we could pop a drawbridge in, and then if I come down, okay, we're only a few more off. Bosh, bosh, dish, 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 dosh. And maybe I should copy for the sake of symmetry, like that. Is that correct? That's correct. Lovely. And that should link us right up to the cavern layer below, hopefully. Well, there's no more cavern layers, obviously. We're looking for the Magna C next. And, of course, adamantine. Sweet, sweet adamantine. Oh. Let's come up, cancel all the ones we don't want. Bonk. Is that how it works? Apparently so. Okay, that's good. Oh, God, I was having a moment of panic there. So what we want to do is... Oh, no, wait, I did that entirely wrong. No, stop. Cease, desist. I'm going to cancel that there, all of that. Fuck off, stop doing that. And we want to connect it on the inside of a drawbridge. So what I want to do is dig there and there. Come on, scoundrel. Not there. There we go. We dig there. Now the cavern baffle in. There we go. Nice. And then we go down a floor. That's good. And then we dig like this. I think we're good now. And if we come back up here, we can put a bridge, build bridge here, so we can seal it off if we want to. Very nice. X, there we go, races that way. And we'll make it out of, screw it, make it out of granite. It's close. It's the local stuff. Can't hear any Simon Swerwer, says Sal. Okay. Maybe it needs a little bit of an upward tweak. It's entirely possible. Let me just... Got a little bit more there? There you go, yes, it was quite quiet. I've got it quite loud in my ears though, so maybe I need to tweak the desktop volume up a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how other people feel. Anyway, let's unpause that, let them dig this through, and we've got a bridge appearing. That's fantastic. Let's also start thinking about building a switch room for all these bridges that I've added, sealing off the various cavern layers. I reckon if we go to... We could do them in here, actually, couldn't we? Along this corridor, or in this little recess here. That feels good. Mind you, that is behind our trap zone, isn't it? This is our ultimate line of defence. It's not particularly exciting, but it is like anything coming up from the caves is going to get caught in this. Do we really want to put switches on the other side? Although they are theoretically to seal off the caverns. Oh, difficult. Difficult, difficult, difficult. No, I could just make a little switch room that comes off like this. Why be silly about it? Just do it like that. There you go. Bang, switch room. Put them all along here in a big line. It'd be nice. It'd be lovely. Then again, I could... Oh, tits. Yeah, that looks good enough for me. There we go. There's our... oh, hang on a minute. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. There we go. Now it's connected up to the actual fortress rather than this horrible, potentially inside the danger zone area. We don't want it there. We don't want it... The Werewarthog Ungo Kang Ungu Okay, here we go. The Werewarthog Ungokang Nakubuk has come. A large warthog, twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow yellow. Its sandy taupe hair is very curly. Now you will know why you fear the night. Okay, time for our security forces to spring into action. Where, first of all, is this awful beast, he says, hiccuping. Is that it? Ah, fuck sticks, it's inside the fortress. Ah, who's this? Who's this? Telia, the manager. Why does it have to be someone who does stuff? Who's the first to fall? This is no good. We don't need weird creatures. Boo! Off you go. Fuck off. Get out of here. What do I do? What do I do? Our military is completely untrained and unarmed and unequipped. My defences revolve almost entirely around shutting gates, which is now no longer an option. Let's look to chat for some advice. Let's look to chat, we'll see. Oh, exactly. I'd often wondered why I feared the night, even though I don't really fear the night that much. Oh. Doing well, Blind, doing well. Thank you very much. How are you doing? Hope it's all good. I mean, I say doing well in the context of reality. In the context of Dwarf Fortress, doing poorly. We've got a bit of a weird creature issue. A weird warthog, though. A nice creature. I'm imagining a very handsome creation in my mind. It's not like something, you know, a bit shit, like, I don't know, a weird fish or whatever. Even though, in fact, any weird creature now is eliciting images in my mind that I don't mind. Never mind. Throw dwarves at it. Cryptbeard pylon. Too late to build more gates, I would imagine. Very true, Japs. It is definitely. I know. Well, not always, but nearly always, Soda. Nearly always we have a fresh werewolf hell. But not every time. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Looking at the camera, not the screens, and not yourself. Look at me. I keep gazing at myself. It depends what you mean by nice weather, Blind, because it's a bit warm for my tastes, a bit hot, a bit unpleasant, sticky icky, I would say. Chunky saying, use whatever militia you have to minimise exposure. That does have a ring of sense around it. It makes, like, it has the sound of logic to it, but it also sounds like it's going to be a complete wipe for my military, because they are utter shit. And I feel like, I feel like we'd have more chance winning with a good old traditional Cryptbeards rush and having everybody pile in just, you know, with bare fists. But you're right, the exposure thing is a big issue. I don't want nips and bites getting on everybody. Whereas, if we only send in a cold crew, we should be okay. We may even be able to make them into a Weir military unit. We could, once they're bitten, we can order them to stay somewhere, which is cool, I guess. If we can have a little military, I mean, they're very specific. That's the problem with military Weir creatures. They're not useful all the time. They are specifically only of use at the full moon, and at all other times they are just a risk because you might not be able to get them into isolation again. Last I checked in, you were dying of heat. Well, yes, I mean, it's been a fairly warm period. I believe it's normally called summer. I'm not a fan of it. I think it should go away. I think we should go back to wonderful autumnal hues in the trees and maybe the light warmth of spring, but this summer bullshit's got to stop. Run away as far as possible and hope he does not catch you. Well, I could give it a go. If I could try and get every dwarf in the fortress drafted and then charge them down into the cannons, the caverns, maybe, just maybe they'll get away. But there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. It might just chew up the rear end, and that sounds painful. Everyone's heading down into the caves and the weird creature starts chasing after them. Grab all the good shit and go strike the earth somewhere else after closing the gate behind you. Well, Japs, I mean, there's some kind of method to that madness, but one of the big problems with reclaiming, as we've discussed earlier, a volcano site for an embark, is that the volcano erupts and magma floods everywhere and becomes lava. It's quite a glorious thing, but also very difficult for reclaiming. If they are military, it's likely they'll die before the next full moon if you use them a lot. Well, Banana Unlimited, I mean, I would have to start using them a lot, because at the moment I don't use my military at all, to be fair. I haven't even set them training. It's not very different from the last fortress. Well, it's not different from the last fortress. In the last fortress, they had full sets of adamantine artifact armour, but basically didn't have any skills to speak of, and their training was happening incredibly slowly. I don't really understand Dwarven military stuff. But in this fortress, they have neither training nor equipment, so I don't know. Actually, you do only need to wait out until after the full moon. That is true. If we can get them locked up, then it's kind of cool. Maybe the beast is allergic to lava. Well, I would hope so, Japs, because if something's not allergic to lava, then it's going to be problematic. It's going to give us some issues. It is still quite a new fortress. That's why I don't really want to up sticks and go away. Maybe we could start again after this if it does end the fortress. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to abandon it. That's crazy talk. Run away until the beast turns back. And see, that's it. That's the thing. That is a viable option that might save everybody. If I do the right kind of burrowing and just have everybody on the hoof, we might be able to get out of here. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sure it's going to work. That's the thing. Do laps through a series of cage traps. We do have them set up, but they're all between... Actually, hang on a second. Let's have a little examination. Let's examine the facts here. So I could tell everybody to go on this side of the caverns. Or we could even go further down and say, that's up, scoundrel, that's not down. And then we keep going. Sorry, my mind went into a weird little place. I just had a moment's thought, and I had a shower thought. I thought, why don't we call kissing people on the lips going up on somebody? But then I realised because they're not doing exactly the same thing, that would be crazy and pretty weird, to be fair. Why don't we call them all to this 3x3 area and see if that's safe? Oh god, it's basically caverns. That's the problem. I'm scared I'll bring them all down here and the game will immediately go, I see you've fallen for my ruse. Here comes a forgotten beast. Are weird creatures going to get caught in traps? Anyway, that's the thing. We're magma crabs. Oh god, don't tempt the game. Just got attacked by a werehorse, but it changed back and wandered off before I could even get anyone inside. See, that's the ideal scenario. It never meets your people, but that one's already in the corridor. I feel like it's probably going to maul whoever's in the corridor. Shove them into the meeting hall. Yeah, but there's no traps there. If they all go in the meeting hall and the creature doesn't turn back in time, then everybody's fucked, because that's like going, oh no, there's a plague, let's all stand in this room. I mean, A were kangaroo vault over your ward, 7 Z levels. Holy shit. So the animal traits of the were creature do sort of percolate through, I see. Interesting. Can a were cat climb anything? That could be a problem. You don't want a were cat. You can always run back up if a Facebook appears, that's true. If a Facebook? If a Forgotten Beast. Every time I see FB as an abbreviation, I just automatically make it Facebook. Well, at least you didn't shit yourself blind. At least it's just a little scream. Nothing wrong with a little scream, as long as it's not followed by death. That's generally negative. Yeah, you definitely want them in a cage. Okay. I am gonna... If only Facebook had been forgotten. It was going MySpace. Terrible joke. Terrible fucking joke. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to set up a burrow. I'm going to attempt to get everybody behind a trap wall. So, enter, define this burrow. We're just going to make this our scaredy cat's burrow and have everybody charged down into the mines, which should mean they're on the other side of the cage trap from anybody who comes up. We'll send the military to meet the were creature, but I don't think they're going to be a significant hindrance to it. I'm expecting it's basically going to be a slow-burning party wipe. Or maybe just, a special unit of dog soldiers style were soldiers, which might be cool. Might be cool. Did you see the skills of this were? No, I didn't, Druid's Mead. Welcome back, thanks for joining us again. We could have a look. Imagine if the entire content of Facebook appeared as printed out photos. You'd be destroyed, you'd be buried. I wonder if you could, what kind of volume, if each photo was printed at standard sort of like, old school photo size, how big would Facebook be? I bet it would reach to the moon as a single stack at least. At least! Unsubscribe from the Weirbeast. I've never had a Facebook account. I'm old enough to have seen it when it first came out and gone, I did make MySpace. That was shit. I'm not doing Facebook as well. Anyway, where were we? Let's just come out of here, because that's fine, and then go to military, alert, bosh, everyone go to burrow 1. Fantastic. Now, let's come back up to the surface here and see who we're losing. Poor old Telia. It's his fabulous embark, and he's about to get done over. It's very sad. However, he's already pretty badly wounded. Have you already had a fight with this guy? Have you already had a fight? Let's have a little look. Where's Telia's... Oh no, he got in a bit of a pickle with that crocodile, didn't he? The crocodile attacked him. That's what happened. Oh, hang on, Dave is fighting. Oh god. The rattlesnake. Snakes. Oh my god, I forgot. We've got rattlesnakes, although it doesn't look like it's actually... The rattlesnake bites the fisher dwarf in the right hand. Oh god, people are getting bitten by fucking rattlesnakes. Okay. One problem leads to the discovery of another. Right, let's get our military up here. We don't want the golden... I mean, if we get... In fact, tell you what, let's just send everybody in. Everybody come up. Kill creature at cursor. Kill Ungokang Nakurbuk, the werewarthog. That's it. Here we go. Okay, and now I think our final step before unpausing will be for me to click on this bad boy and say follow. And now we see how it turns out. Facebook's old news. Now we use the description boxes on Xbox Live profiles. Heavens above. That's, I wouldn't even know what mine said. It probably says something that 20-year-old me would have thought was great. Telia is cursed completely. I mean, I don't know why... I don't know why. It just seems to be that every time something bad happens, he's right there. That's right. Clench the beehole. Clench it good. Make the next fart that comes out a high-pitched whistle. Right, I'm zooming in a little bit. Let's go menuless and let's unpause. Here it goes. Bang! Oh, Telier doesn't look like he's doing too well out of the situation, although he has successfully slowed the beast, which is nice. Somebody's having a little ruction with it. It looks like our military have come after it. It seems to be on the run. It's fertilising our field with blood, and that looks to me very much like a bone explosion. And a bone explosion which has resulted in the... Oh, no, there it is. I thought it was the absence of our enemies, but no, it appears our enemies are still here. Our enemy. Click on them. Click on them. Still alive. But I want to see what that bone explosion was. Let's have a little look at this combat. We've got 8 pages. Okay. Attacking the manager. Okay. Biting the manager in the lower body. Latching on firmly. Oh, you don't want to get bitten on the lower body. I mean, that's very close to your tendist parts. Tenderest? Tendist parts? Madam, please, stop exposing your tendist parts. The manager is unable to break the grip of the weird warthog's teeth on the manager's lower body. It loves a lower body bite, doesn't it? It's really all about that. We've got the manager gone here. Manager's been stunned. Oh, it's not looking good for the manager. The manager's in bad shape. Apparently, the weird warthog's quite upset by the whole affair, though. That's, I suppose, because it's been overrun by the beastly nature of its curse. It's probably still conscious as a different creature inside, and it's helpless to prevent all this horror occurring. Best kind of werewolf. The hammer dwarf attacks the weirwarthog, but it jumps away. The hammer dwarf grabs the weirwarthog by the right hand with his right hand. The weirwarthog's attack is interrupted. So the weirwarthog's gone for an attack, and the other dwarf has just come up and held his hand and said, "This isn't the way." Just clasped his hand in his open hands and said, "No, violence is not the way. Let's fuck." But you don't have that. You don't do that. I'm not a weirwarthog. Heavens above. Oh God, it'd rip you apart. Anyway, where were we? The hammer dwarf releases the grip of the hammer dwarf's right hand from the weirwarthog's right hand. Okay, so they stopped holding hands immediately. As soon as he's interrupted, it was a ruse. It wasn't a sincere attempt to pacify the warthog with peace, with love. It was actually a ruse to stop it attacking. Very clever. Well done. That's strategy, not morality. That doesn't make any sense. The weirwarthog strikes the hammer dwarf in the right lower leg with its pigtail right glove, bruising the bone through the alpaca wool dress. Force bends the right knee, bruising the muscle, and bruising the muscle. Okay, so that's only page 3. We're getting our first smatterings of blue in among the red, which is nice. It looks like the weirwarthog is actually slapping our military with this glove that it's acquired, rather than biting, which is nice. If we can avoid any of our boys getting bitten, that would be the best case scenario. Hammerdorf attacks the weirwarthog, jumps away, hits with the pigtail glove, gets some fat bruised from a punch. Spear Dwarf misses the warthog, attacks the weirwarthog. Spear Dwarf is having trouble breathing. What's this? The weirwarthog strikes the Spear Dwarf in the upper body with his pigtail right glove, bruising the muscle and bruising the left lung through the sheep wool cloak. My God, imagine being slapped with a glove so hard it bruises your lungs. I mean, I think if that sentence has ever been spoken before, it was said by another Dwarf Fortress player. That's a very, very, very specific selection of words. The RNG values must be through the roof. Spear Dwarf punches the weirwarthog in the right upper left with her left hand, but the attack glances away. Okay, we're getting a nice bit of blue in here. Spear Dwarf's getting knocked over. Warthog's missing a lot. Okay, it's looking okay. Hammer Dwarf scratches the weirwarthog in the right upper leg, tearing the skin. Spear Dwarf punches the weirwarthog in the left lower arm, bruising the fat. And the Mace Dwarf bites the weirwarthog in the upper body, tearing the fat. Fucking hell. Talk about poetic justice. I hope biting a weird creature doesn't have the same effect as being bitten by one. That would be awkward. I wouldn't want to have the embarrassment of becoming a weird creature because I bit another weird creature. That would be terrible. I don't think you set up your alert properly. Did I not? What alert's that? Oh, do you mean the weird creature alert? That's probably the case. Because there is no alert. I've got no dogs, no nothing. That's terrible. That's terrible. I might set up creature-only pressure plates to close my doors automatically. Oh. Teeth-splosion. It could be a teeth-splosion, but I interpreted it more broadly as a bone-splosion, which, of course, sounds like a euphemism for something quite pleasant, but I don't think anyone's ever used that. They might have done. Let's keep going down here. I got a terrifying alert. The carp egg has hatched. Pull the lever. I don't want a carp coming in. When those things stand up, it's hell time. Your military alert is set to inactive. What? Oh dear. Hello, two cats yelling. Welcome to the stream. Hold that thought, Sal. I will just finish looking at these reports and then we'll have a little look at this whole alert not being in place, because that's problematic to say the least. Telier, dead. His fabulous embark has consumed him. It's chewed him up. Well, the warthog in his fabulous embark chewed him up, not the embark itself. That would be crazy. The Mace Dwarf adjusts the grip of the Mace Dwarf's right hand on the weird warthog's left hoof, so they're wrestling it. Striking with the glove. I like the fact that it uses this glove over biting somebody. That's the main thing. Okay. So I'm not seeing what the bone/tooth explosion was. I'm not seeing it, but cave spider shield suit, twists an ankle. I'm not seeing anything flying off in an arc. Ah well, I'm sure with a little bit of inspection we can find out what these are. What is it? It's almost guaranteed to be a tooth, isn't it? Question mark. Farm plot. Ngokang, pigtails, farm plot. Nope. The game doesn't want to give me any more instruction, any more clues. Never mind. Let's unpause and see how long this thing lasts. Are our military safe? I don't know, but they do appear to be taking action against it. Somebody's died. Holy shit. Oh, this is turning out worse than I hoped. I thought we were going to go in there and have our boys gloriously pummel the thing into submission. But it turns out... Whoa! You don't start fighting just because it's turned into something else, mate. That's not suitable. We are going to continue this one to death. This boy's dead. What have we got here? What's his name? Still got the same name. Goblin, you say? Well, I think we need to change that to dead goblin. S for squads. Oh, they're still going for him. One of them is going for him. What is this? Why is everybody standing still? Don't tell me you're all crippled. That's not ideal. Oh, hang on. No, there's a lad pulling his... He's dead. That's it. Beat the goblin. Kill the goblin. Why are you guys so bad? I know I haven't trained you in any way whatsoever, but you should be able to deal with a single naked unarmed goblin. Is he dead? He's dead. Okay, so we've got a weird creature attack in the bank, and there's very high likelihood that a lot of our military have turned to weird creatures. But before we do anything, let's go down and check to see if our alert has worked. You know what? It's empty. Everyone's in the bedrooms. What are you all doing there? I specifically told you to go down here somewhere. This corridor. Yeah, they're all in there. People are going in there, so presumably it's having some kind of effect. Yeah, no. I've decided to disable the what's name I was using, the slideshow of images, because otherwise, you know, kind of obscures my face. There we go. Nice. But luckily I've got a thing called a webcam, which means I don't have to animate any of it. It's good. Just try on Druidsmead, they're great. You might need to destroy the farm plot to check. Oh, what? Just to find out what those bloody teeth things are? Damn. Some dwarves may have decided sleep is more important than high priority alerts. Honestly, you can't trust the dwarf to do the right thing. It's crazy. Right, so, paused. Let's have a little peeky poo and see how many of our boys got bitted. Over to Dwarf Therapist, please. While we're doing that, I'm going to rule out the chance of any crash time travel, and I'm going to quick save. We're going to lock that particular event into the timeline. We had 71 adults, 6 children, and 3 vulnerable babies. We now have 66 adults, 6 children, and 3 vulnerable babies. 666. Ooh. Devilish. So 666, 5 deaths. That's a lot of deaths. Let's have a little look at the health screen and see who has got problems. Is anybody bleeding? No. Okay. We might be in the position where everybody who was wounded died, which sounds good. We've got Hank Marvin, still a vampire, right there. Obviously not been murdered in the furore. Edem, you're a mare, aren't you? Not a vampire. No, it looks like we've evaded infection. Nobody infected with lycanthropy. What a wonderful outcome. Very happy. Very happy with that. Is this the stay below 80 pop strat? No, not quite. I mean, maybe we'll give it a go. But I don't think that's quite what I'm going for here. I'm just going to see how the military did. As soon as the save's finished. You know what? I can do it in Dwarf Therapist, can't I? If I just sort... Oh, here we go. Done. So... The Boots of Clarifying. Oh, shit. Okay, so Fuzzy and Private Ryan are the only 2 survivors. The Golden Bows obviously survived, because we'd have noticed if the vampire had died. Other than that, it's looking okay. I mean, we do need to replace, like, everybody almost in the military, but whatever. Whatever. And Sal's kids survived. Brilliant. Oh, you know what I need to do now? Just realised. Go down to the alcove where we were going to place that statue and see if we've got a statue. Build statue. S, there we go. Need statue. Have we not got any masons? We must have bloody masons. This is a dwarf fortress. Yeah, I've got some pretty damn sweet masons. Why are no masons doing any masoning then? That's what I want to know. Oh, let's turn that military alert off. Even though it looks like quite a few people just completely fucking ignoring it. Giving precisely 0 shits. I'm not sure I agree with that. I'm very, very dissatisfied. Very unhappy. Okay, at least we've turned the alert off. That's the main thing. Some people went down there. Some people went down there. We are going to need a more effective strategy, though. Running down into the dangerous caverns to hide from weird creatures on the surface seems like it's going to have poor outcomes. Very poor outcomes. Oh, look at all that rubbish. And the corpse of the goblin. Little bastard. How dare he? How bloody dare he? So, is this gate hooked up to anything? Yeah. One of the 2 levers in our our bedroom, actually, not our lever room. So, the lever room's being dug out. Let's build some levers in there. Build trap component lever. There we go, and we'll put them against this rear wall. One there, lovely. Do another one there, and one there, and one there. Bang. Just get them smacked in so we're prepared. And then we can build up the stockpile of mechanisms again. Ow! Oh, my funny bone. You can check whose bones they are now that they're in the rubbish pile. That's very true. Let's do a little peek. We saw them go up here. We've got Kogan Guilt Clutches. What? Oh, don't click on the dwarf, you fool. Why is it not showing me? Huh. then. Whatever. I might have to. Do I have to cancel the stockpile or something? Dead shrub, dark grass, light grass. Queue to view stockpile contents. It's not showing them. How do I? Can I load them up here? Because I'm not seeing any things. Change settings, Max Sparrow. No, apparently not. Click off the stockpile and use cursor to go in. Okay, click off. Ah, hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I nod. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, there's the weird creature's teeth. You know what? A living weird creature could be... there's several people's stuff. Let's pull this out a bit. So Inod's teeth, the weird creature's teeth. It looks like the majority were the weird warthog's teeth, but there are a few dwarven teeth mixed in, which is annoying. Why is this corpse in this stockpile? Surely we've got plenty of empty coffins. Yeah. Put them in the right place, lads. Unbelievable. Bloody unbelievable. Okay, so keep your eye on the lower level, scoundrel. We still have a vampire on the loose. It's not worth losing sight of the more pressing issues. Have we finished smoothing off the vampire's quarters? We have, but the doors have not been placed yet. Why no doors? Why is no one using my mason's workshop? Is it cursed or something? Construct rock coffin, table, slab, statue. Oh, I see. They're just going slowly. Is it because they're full of some sort of stuff? We've got a floodgate. Okay, what's the floodgate for? Oh, wait. Was that to be placed? Yeah, that was going to be used to close off the vampire, wasn't it? But now we've discovered, thanks to Sal, that we can use levers for that, so no need to worry about. Did you get one punched in the mouth and become unable to fight dwarves? That might have been the case. That might have been the case. Mind you, if you punch a weird creature's teeth out, I think that's, quite close to being bitten by one, right? If you don't, as long as you don't scratch your knuckles, you'll be fine. Oh, Ushrir Muroshdekad has taken by a fame wound. Oh, let's find out what happens with this. Where's he gone? Where are you? Presumably he's going to take a crafts dwarf workshop. It'll either be one down here or this one. Oh, the mason's active. There we go. There's the crafts dwarf workshop. Let's follow and see what happens. Where's he gone? There he is, going down here, off on the right hand side, going up the corridor. Presumably going for bones. Going for bones. Oh, he's going down the caverns. Interesting. Into the bedroom floor. Oh, he's going for a piece of stone directly below his workshop, isn't he? Yep. There he goes. Off to get another piece of stone. Well, if you're fighting a weird creature, I'm pretty sure that almost every combat strategy involves a degree of risk, right? I feel like you're never going to be 100% confident in your decision making when faced with the slavering lycanthrope. Seems scary. Otiosities says a real artist would use their own bones, suffer for their art. Oh my goodness. Gatekeeping fictional art in another fantasy realm. That's powerful. Gatekeeping. Beautiful. Very congratulatory vibes. I mean, a real artist could use their own bones. That would be interesting. I would be intrigued to see an artist using their own bones for a work of art. But I don't think I want to mandate it. I don't think I want to require it. I mean, then again, I suppose people who make self-pornography are technically using their own bones, right? I mean, provided they're male. Oh man, that's a terrible sex pun. That's true, a wheel could get away with that. You could grow them back. That's right. Well, yeah, as Druid's Mead has pointed out, Banana, weird creatures regenerate all damage at the end of the month, so very, very viable for them. Highly viable. Is our guy going back to the workshop? I've lost him in the throng. Oh, there he is, there he is. He's got his boulder. He's carrying it back. He's being a good lad. Come on. Get that thing in there. You can do it. Come on. Jesus Christ, it takes so long, even at 57 frames a second. Although I note we are now significantly lower in the frame stakes. What's this? Native gold? Oh, gotta save. So he's decided... decided to make a thing out of stone and gold. I'm intrigued. It's not going to be anything exciting though, is it? It's going to be something shit. It's going to be like a hatch. Hello, XXIV. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. I'm going well. Doing very well, thank you. Much appreciated. A weird creature bonecraft fort. When? I mean, if we can somehow guarantee that like the infection won't spread, it's feasible. It's feasible. You could do a bonecraft fort with loads of stuff decorated with bones. But I don't know, it seems risky. It feels like the kind of strategy that would require steadier hands than mine. I think Blind or Sal probably might be able to pull that off. Me? I might fluff that. And when I say might fluff that, I'm probably definitely going to fluff that. Wheelbarrows for stone? Ah, that's a good point actually. Yes, I should build a shitload of wheelbarrows. I think I might have some on order, but I will check. I think the carpenter has orders for wheelbarrows, but I could be very wrong. I saw a madman trying to make a tower from kitten-soaked blocks. Jesus Christ! I suppose kittens are not in short supply. Once you've got the breeding established, they're kind of an infinite resource. But Jesus Christ, soaked blocks. I mean, you want it to rain. You do not want it to rain. Keep it upright between takes. What, you mean the kitten-soaked tower? I'm not sure. I've decorated lots of furniture with bones in my previous fort. I've not done much bone decorating, to be honest. Maybe I should, once we actually establish a little bit more of a foothold, maybe we should start doing more crafts, more decorating. I remember last stream, or last fortress, I was pretty disappointed when I discovered I couldn't, like, stud armours with jewels and stuff. That was disappointing. But you can do some stuff with it. It's possible. Trying to get into the games for weeks now. Well, you know what? Oh, they've begun the construction. Nice. Dwarf Fortress is a tough one. Although you can always check out Sal's tutorials. They'll probably help you. I'm warning you now, you're not going to learn a lot by watching me play Dwarf Fortress. But theoretically, you might learn one or two minor things. And you'll learn something from chat, potentially, but not from me. I'm a bit papague. Beds, cages, bins and barrels. Okay, in that case, let's add a new task. And we're going to make some wheelbarrows. You know what? I'm going to make a manager put that order through. Oh, hang on. We don't have a manager, do we? Old Telia got his... yeah, he got nobbled. He got done. So we need a new manager. Let's find out who's going to get promoted. Nish the Brewer. I mean, he's an adequate organiser. That's better than Bum Candy, the novice organiser. I mean, if we've got an adequate, that's better than novice, right? I think Nish should be the guy. I'm just going to check Nish is not our only brewer. If I go over to Dwarf Therapist, we can have a little peek and find out. Brewing. He's not even got... Well, actually, that's a weird... If he's not got that set... Oh, he's our jeweller. But he is shit at it, so he can pass that job on to someone else. You know what, Nish? I'm going to say, even though we took away your top tier skill of 7 for making you an adept brewer and made you start a whole new career, we're going to do it again. You're going to be the manager. I think you'll enjoy this job. I think you will. We're also going to need to assign somebody else to be our jeweler, which means going to the roles screen, sorting by gem cutting, and seeing who would be good. Ingish, you're going to be the guy. I think Ingish is going to be the guy, even though Ingish is a carpenter. Fuck it, we've got carpenters coming out of our ears. We don't need to worry about that. That guy can also have it. Screw it. Lots of jewellers. Why not? I don't actually care about the quality of my jewels in my fortress. I only really care that someone's doing it. So, Nish, you're a brewer. Lovely. Do you get the manager's office? You should do. Let's see if that's taken effect yet. No, you still have requirements. What are your requirements, Nish? Needs an office. You should have an office. Or has someone else got an office? Has the mayor claimed the only furnished office? You little shit. You little shit. Current owner, nobody. There we go. That can go to the manager. There you go, Nish. You're the manager. Hooray! And we shall auto-assign this to a manager from now on. Does that make sense? That makes sense. The bone fort, you said you would fluff. Oh, heavens above. I'm not going to be fluffing any forts, not only bone fortresses, but I imagine it would make a bit of a mess if you did. I am quite adequate at using volcanoes. I wouldn't say I was an expert, but I've done it before. I've done it before. Yeah, a lot of my dwarves die due to being too close to an active waterworks. Bone explosion! Oh, heavens above, that does make a big old mess. Ushrir Morulteshkad, the Stonecrafter, has created Ulbalminran, a rhyolite earring. She offers it to the Guild of Dabblers. Let's have a little look at our rhyolite earring. By the way, I started modelling all of these in Blender. I've already started Dangle Empire, the Silver Longsword. Very exciting, I know. That guy who's been, I think he's called Chernobyl Octopus or something, the guy who's posting all the 3D renders on the Dwarf Fortress subreddit, he's inspired me. He set me off on a little quest. 38 grand for an earring called Spirit Ditch. My goodness. Madam, please, show me your Spirit Ditch. I have a mighty need for some loving. Let's take a little look at the description. This is a rhyolite earring. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round native gold cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of rhyolite. Oh, very exciting. Oh, rhyolite spikes, eh? I mean, it's not the most exciting item we've had, but it's got some value. Not that we'll be trading it, that would be insane. We're not trading artifacts. Right, so we want to build more levers. With that in mind, let's get lever placed there. We should have enough mechanisms to bang in a couple more. There we go. And then our mechanic should get back to action, making some more mechanisms. I think I've told him to keep 10 in stock, so we should be okay. Oh, there's a statue! The statue of Dave! Let's place it. BS, and then we place it there. Bang! Our rhyolite statue of Dave, so he can be present while he's not here. And it only took us an hour and a half. Oh my goodness. There we go. Look, is he moving in yet? Has anyone gone to get the statue? There it is. It's in. Hooray! Good old Dave. Let's have a little look and see the description. Do I make it a sculpture garden? I don't think so. Is it Q to look at the thing? That's it. There we go. So, UV. This is an exceptional rhyolite statue of Dave 24V2 Lashwet. The item is an exceptionally designed image of Dave in rhyolite by Reg Geschuttost. Dave is labouring. The artwork relates to the settling of the dwarf Dave in Cryptbeards in the early spring of 500. Ooh, very exciting. So there we go. That might be one of the few statues, very, very few statues I've made, actually of people from chat. Very rare. What an honour. I could do with actually deconstructing some of these floor pieces so we can build more magma forges. Sure, we're not doing anything with them yet, but we will be. Oh, we will be. Hello, Sharp Chris. I will give you a fortress tour layout. Oh, but first, Telia. Oh, man. I know that you were the person who surveyed this site and found it and brought everybody here and therefore are responsible for the wondrous bounties that we enjoy. But you happened to be by the door when a weir warthog arrived, and unfortunately, it didn't turn out too well for you. Oh, and actually, that's just unless you wanted to die, in which case it's actually worked out all right. But I suspect that's not the case, and so commiserations. We'll see if we can replace you in the short term with another you. A little bit of a cloning act. Be good. That's right. Sausage crucifix, plutonium Jesus. There's a mason dying in the forges. Question mark. Question mark. Where's this mason? Alert. Alert. Uvash representative has transformed into a... Whoa! When did this happen? Someone's turned into a weir cavey. Where is this weir cavey? In here? Question mark. Why have we suddenly got a weir cavey in the fortress? Ah, okay. Toulier. Very nice wordplay. Thank you for pointing that out, Sharp Chris. Mason flashing red. Down here in the forges? I mean, we've missed it, obviously, but they'll be flashing red somewhere else. Where over here, this one, on the corner. I see. Arctrecht. Arctrecht has been heavily wounded. I don't see the weir cavey. Did it just appear and disappear? It did, didn't it? We need to sort this out pretty rapidly. First, let's do a little bit of sweet cheats. Head over to Dwarf Therapist and do a refresh. We had 66 adults, 6 children, and 3 vulnerable babies. We now have the same. Nobody's actually died yet. That's a good sign. Let's have another quick look down the list to see if we can spot any more cursed denizens. Only the vampire. I only see the vampire, but no other cursed creatures. However, we very definitely see the notifications here for a weir cavey. Oh, wait a minute. He's not a citizen. He's come here as some kind of diplomat, hasn't he? Is that what's happened? So Uvash is Solarist. Okay, let's find Uvash. Let's see what's going on here. Outpost liaison. There he is. Let's have a little peek at him. Is it V? V. A short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry. His hair is extremely long. He has a high voice. His nose is somewhat long. His somewhat short head is somewhat narrow. His eyelashes are short. His eyebrows are quite dense. His hair is white. His skin is pale brown. His eyes are heliotrope. Well, that's a very bland description, isn't it? Very bland indeed. Okay, so how do we deal with this Uvash? He's obviously got some form of diplomatic immunity. So, I mean, what do we do? Or maybe we'll have to do a naming session. I'm seeing some naming requests in chat. I know, right? It doesn't seem like... I feel like that's something he must have lied about in his application form or been unaware of. Because if you're going to, turn into a weird creature, maybe he's technically not a diplomat. He's been placed there as some kind of horrible operative for the dwarven version of the CIA, the DIA, the Dwarven Intelligence Agency. Nothing wrong with werewolf diplomacy, says Harold Beaver. Clearly, there's a name for it. It's such a common thing. There's an actual name for it. Oh, heavens above! Nearly dropped my drink. I know. Well, Telia, I agree. It seems like this is an ideal scenario for the Atom Smash. However, he's also not a citizen of the fortress, so I can't actually compel him to do anything. A weird dwarf child locked in a tunnel for a long time. A weird dwarf child. What, like it turns into a child at full moon and then back into an adult? There's a lot to unpack there. That feels problematic to say the least. My goodness. Infect enough people, then they'll see things your way. I mean, theoretically, having everybody in the civilization infected might work, but it's going to be mayhem every month, right? Absolute mayhem. Department in Covert Killing. It's a 4-letter agency. Ah, I see. Dick. Nice. It's a interesting acronym. I feel like it may have a little bit of work needing to be done on it. Just a shade. Just a shade. It was a weird beast. Oh, I see. It was a dwarven child otherwise. Good. I've never heard of temporal lycanthropy. That would be really quite confusing. It would be like the film Big with Tom Hanks. Manscaping. Oh, don't start with those bloody adverts. Oh, you need a special clipper for your balls. No. What? Why am I seeing these adverts all of a sudden? Look at me, I'm hairy as fuck. Oh, I get it. You think I don't want to be. Oh, well, I do. Alright, bye. Where were we? Sorry, I was just having a little dialogue there with an imaginary marketer. I'm sorry, I got a bit confused. Damn it. So we've got a vampire to deal with and a weird creature. However, all of those floors have been removed, so let's just designate some furnaces, right? Is it E? It is. Unfortunately, that's not what I want. I want a workshop and a magma forge. There it is. A V. Could have just pressed V. And it goes there with a steel anvil. Is there any benefit of a steel anvil over an iron anvil, or is that just a taste thing? Pop one there. Let's give that one a steel anvil as well. Make it out of quartzite. Why not? It's local material, close by. Very good stuff. Steel anvil. And we'll make this one out of quartzite blocks, because I can. Because I can. There we go. And that should result in some full-blown magma industry capability. If not, actual magma industry taking place. I better find this Urvash cat before this gets out of hand. Where are you? Where are you? He's in the corridor. I see you. I see you, you little diclomat. Yeah, I called it. I did it. I said. I called you a dick. Because you are. In and out of the food area. I know. I mean, come on. Isn't the cavey like a guinea pig? So maybe he actually isn't that much of a combat threat. I hope, even though I've seen combat with the weir squirrels that was definitely just as bad as any other weir creature. You'll have a loyalty cascade if you hurt the weird diplomat while it's in dwarf form. I have a straight razor. Why would I need anything else? Much as a straight razor is a viable tool for shaving and stuff, I feel like I'd be a little bit more concerned about using it around some of the more wrinkled parts of my anatomy. You know, I don't feel like on the cold day I would be able to follow the contours of my scrotum accurately enough to call what would happen down there shaving, unless, you know, I got too close for comfort and perhaps, I don't know, paired one of my parts. You see what I mean? What am I talking about? Targeted ads are scary. They're more accurate than pregnancy tests. Mobile ads on YouTube now serve you a different version of their game ad based on whether or not you're an ass man or a breast guy. Heavens above. Good lord. That's going to be awkward. I actually don't have targeted ads on YouTube, and I'm recording this for YouTube, aren't I? So I'm probably not even allowed to talk about this, but what's the chances anyone's going to fucking check? So I don't have targeted adverts, and I get some absolutely batshit crazy stuff coming through as adverts for me. I mean, literally a video like this packaged like an hour-long video, and then here's an ad. Come and watch my stream. Like, I'm not going to watch this hour-long ad. That's insane. And then I had an advert. I don't know if I've got the pictures on my phone still, but it looked like it was a Sri Lankan funeral of some kind of monk. And obviously it was in Sri Lankan, or whatever language it was. I think it was Sri Lankan because of the text. But apparently it was trying to get me to come to some old monk's funeral, and there was all these pictures of people like sitting with him and like a corpse. It was different. It's different. I've had a couple try and tell me that the Bible is the mark of the beast, and I most definitely shouldn't trust it to teach me anything about Christianity, which Okay, interesting take, but whatever. I mean, I heartily recommend, except not on this, oh god, I don't recommend turning off your YouTube targeted ads, but give it a go for a bit, because you will see some bizarre stuff. So there will be some weird shit. Swag is a benefit. A weird guinea pig, yes, says Plutonium Jesus. Accidental vasectomy, too late. I've had a deliberate one already. There's no accident. Well, I mean, there's a difference. The world of difference between a vasectomy and a what's it called? A gelding, and I definitely prefer the first over the second. Depending on which fort the diplomat is from, there might be more weird cavies coming in future migrations. Oh, that's a good point. Only if you attack it with dwarfs. Atom smashing is a tragic accident. Oh, will an atom smash not cause a horrible upset? Yeah, I get foreign ads. I keep getting ads in German and Portuguese. Very strange. I've never been invited to join the Portuguese army, but I have had some foreign ads. YouTube has figured out that I'm female, but doesn't know whether to sell me Stena stairlifts or baby stuff. Well, I mean, if you can't be asked to carry a baby upstairs, I suppose the super rich probably get marketed both, don't they? Because then they'd be like, oh, you'll want a special baby Stena stairlift, won't you? What am I talking about? Can I post a screenshot of the best targeted ad I ever received? Sure, why not? Give it a crack. A long time ago, I managed to break the recommendation algorithm by watching nothing but Rubik's Cube solving videos and unboxing videos, then crossing out all the recommendations. Every day my home screen was blank. It was incredible until they implemented trending. Oh god. Never look at what's hot on YouTube. It's like having someone do a really sloppy shit directly in your face. It's horrible. Atom smashing won't cause upset. Export says, you guys still view ads? I find it quite difficult to block ads on my phone, and I watch a lot of YouTube on my phone. However, also, I'm not totally against ads. I don't mind watching an ad every now and again. And especially when I get these really weird exotic channels that come up, and it's like some random thing that I'm never ever going to buy. And you just think, is this some kind of last ditch, just show this advert to anybody attempt to keep a business afloat? Or is there some method behind the madness? Soda says, I get ads in French, but at least I understand that since French is a spoken language here. That's true. But maybe they just see, this person's in Canada. Well, let's not risk it. Let's just try both languages. I must admit, I forgot I used an ad blocker on my PC, and I spent ages. Me and Kel were in bed, and I had to go downstairs and do some stuff. So I got my phone, and I perfectly synced up the thing. We were listening to the Triforce, and I perfectly synced it up. Went downstairs, put my phone on the side to do what I was doing, and then realised, fuck, there's ads on my phone. So every time an ad popped up, I got like 5 to 10 seconds out of sync, and then when I went upstairs, that was way ahead of me. Oh, terrible. First world problems. Harold Beaver's little picture. An error occurred. Internal server error. No, it worked. Meet local dwarves. Heavens above. That's a very specific dating agency. Although I can kind of see how that has happened. If you've watched a lot of Dwarf Fortress, I can imagine that there's an algorithm somewhere going, I see a pattern here. Let's see if this works. I run Firefox on my Android so I can use uBlock. Chrome doesn't allow plugins on Android. See, I just use the YouTube app. And to be honest, the ads are not that intrusive. I don't mind, because you can skip them. So, it's an option. Yeah, it's when ads turn out to be like 5. I must admit, occasionally someone has put on an advert so bonkers, like a 5 to 10 minute long advert, so insane that I'll sit down and watch it. But it's very rare that I'll do and buy any of the products. And oftentimes, if someone's got an obvious scam and they're doing the ad for that, I'll just leave it fucking running and walk away and let them pay for that fucking advert, even though I ain't getting in on their little scam, because they're arseholes and they deserve to just have their money wasted. So just think of it that way, Every time you watch an ad of something you have no interest in, you're essentially taking money out of the pockets of those idiots. So there is that. I've been considering setting up a Pi-hole, which is a DNS blocker for open source list of bad or ad IP addresses. Oh, interesting. I mean, I just use a plugin from Firefox on my PC, but whatever. I don't use an ad blocker so that the creators get a bit of cash from me. A little bit of skipping is worth it for getting things for free. I agree with that sentiment largely, but also I often think, I mean, the amount people make off of YouTube. I had a YouTube channel for 6 or 7 years that was eligible for monetization, and over that entire period I managed to make about 50 to 70 pence. So it wasn't exactly a huge loss if someone skipped an ad. But then again, I suppose it all stacks up. If you are getting good numbers, then it must be a bit silly. Are you paying too much for your funeral? Use our prepay method to save $1,000. Archie, 8,300. Is that an ad you're getting? I mean, that's a bit presumptive, isn't it? It's like those horrible predatory ads on daytime television for old people. Have you got a house? Do you want some money? Then why don't you let us pre-buy your house? You won't have to move out. Oh, yeah, all right, whatever. Let's not do that. Yeah, exactly, so it's a powerful strategy. It makes you feel good. Like, I hate your advert, I hate you, but I'm just going to turn it over so I don't see it and leave the volume on and plug the headphones in so I don't have to hear it. My name is Tom, and I'm about to read Harry Potter and the Audacity. You do get those. Oh, actually, that second one has a lot of makes a lot of sense. If they're going to send assassins after you, maybe you do want assassin insurance. Or I would think you'd want guards. That would make more sense. Man. Oh, God. So where were we? I'm getting confused. I started talking about ads, and this is not an advertising stream. This is a Dwarf Fortress. Well, I say it's not an advertising stream, but if any of you do happen to be in the Tacoma area of Washington State, United States of America, you may be interested in visiting Tacoma Games. They sell tabletop role-playing games, collectible card games, board games, polyhedral dice, miniatures, etc., etc., etc. If that sounds like your kind of thing, tell them I sent you. You'll get a 0% discount, but they will know that sending this mug 6,000 miles, and God knows what shipping that cost, was worth it. There you go. There's my little moment of shilling. Problems. What do we deal with first? Do we deal with the Were-KV ambassador, or do we deal with the vampire stalking amongst us? What do we do? I feel like doors are a big thing for the vampire. We haven't got those made yet, and I'm concerned that they're taking too long. Perhaps it's time to expand our throughput of Mason's workshop. I have 3 Masons, but only 1 workshop. So, with that in mind, I'm going to say build, workshop, Mason. There's some people in chat whose heads are spinning. They couldn't take the whiplash change of direction as I suddenly started paying attention to Dwarf Fortress again. There's a few people just completely paralysed with the shock. He's playing Dwarf Fortress. What's happening? This is not normal. Sorry, I do apologise to those people. How rude of me. Mason's workshop again. Let's bung that one there. Screw it. 3 workshops for 3 Masons. And then don't unpause because you've forgotten about the Weir creature. Remember the Weir creature. So, people are saying engineer an atom smashing incident, which on the surface seems like a perfectly sensible thing to suggest. But it does involve a lot of buggering about, doesn't it? It feels like we're going to have to go through a lot of hoops to get him standing in a particular position. Anybody got a plan? You've only got a month to deal with the Were-KV. Rule 1 with insurance, they never pay the claims. Never. I have had insurance money paid out to me for things that were destroyed. But they will fight you tooth and claw if they can. They will do everything they can to avoid paying it. Also, assassin insurance seems like a bit of a non-starter, because like once you've been assassinated, who are they going to pay the money to? Family? They don't need to worry about assassins. I was the one who was being targeted. If you're unhappy with where you end up in the afterlife, we offer Final Destination Insurance. Pay us $100,000 and we'll reserve a lawyer for when you end up in hell to negotiate a better placement. Oh, a bloody angel lawyer. I mean, that's a powerful legal firm. If you've got angels on your staff, I mean, that's intriguing. I mean, I prefer going something a little bit more high fantasy. I mean, I'm not interested in angels and demons and shit like that. I want a fucking centaur lawyer. That's what I want. No, I mean, a centaur's all good, but when he stands up to represent you, his back end's going to knock the fucking chairs flying everywhere. I think we need to be more compact. A satyr is going to have a much easier time of it getting around a courtroom. I think that's probably a better lawyer. And again, goatee legs, satyrs, clip-clop, clip-clop. I don't think they've got the kind of imposing sense of authority that the centaur would have brought to your legal representation. So maybe we need to go for something a bit more imposing. I mean, I was about to say something like an ogre or a troll, but then we get into the stupid land, and you don't want a dumb lawyer. I mean, what fantasy creatures would make the best lawyers? It's difficult to say. I mean, sure, you could go with an illithid or something, but, I mean, it's going to probably resort to some sort of brain-eating tactic there, isn't it? It's really going to go and just get behind the judge, suck his brain out and go, oh shit, now we're all in trouble. You don't want that. Bird lawyer, sphinxes. Sphinx isn't a bad idea. A goblin lawyer, so that I can always claim that the judge just found me guilty because they hate goblins. That's true. Then again, the same would run for an elf lawyer. Elves? Disgusting. Yuck. Maybe make a tavern the other side of the cavern bridge so you can lock the cavey in to keep it out of the way until you're ready to deal with it. That's not the maddest idea we've had. The maddest idea I had earlier was a fucking satyr lawyer. Who's that going to benefit? Nobody. Nobody wants a satyr representing them in legal combat. No, court. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh dear. Big hiccups. The game also appears to have frozen. I'm not getting any response at all. Pressing the arrow keys, no movement. Space is not unpausing anything. Okay. I appear to have unplugged my keyboard. There we go. Right, okay, the game's not crashed. I am just an idiot and I've unplugged my keyboard. Let's go back up to the surface then and think about taverns. How do we set up a suitable tavern? I'm thinking we'll start with the floor. It just needs to be rectangular, doesn't it? So we'll start with the floor. B, construction floor. And then we'll make it pretty big. As big as it can be? Yeah, sure, let's make it as big as possible. So we'll pop one there, and we're going to make it out of... I mean, we could go fucking mental and build it out of gold bars, couldn't we? We could be like, check out our civilization. We make our taverns out of gold bars. Seems a bit over the top, though, doesn't it? We may have 100 of them, but meh. Make it out of some kind of logs. Apricot logs, Robert. Willow logs. Allanite blocks. We've got a lot of allanite blocks. Let's do it. Let's make it have allanite blocks. Why not? The road outside is made of allanite. Oh, we haven't quite got enough. How many more do we need? 39? Oh, Jesus Christ, maybe we should have done it out of fucking gold bars. Let's make it out of rhyolite blocks. There we go. Bang. So now we've got a horrible two-tone floor with no recognisable pattern. But we'll also put some walls on top of it once it's been built. It'll be fine. Don't need to build a tavern. Just define a zone, which is a meeting area. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. He specialises in bird law, doesn't it? Doesn't it? He? Oh, sorry, I called him an it. How rude. A tavern in the cavern. Telia. I like your rhyming. That might be a good idea. Do we know what civilization the Weirkavy diplomat belongs to? As long as it's not our own, murdering them shouldn't cause a loyalty cascade. Okay. They weren't called a liaison. Let's have a little look again. Let's find this chap here. Urvash the Representative. Let's take a little look at him again. View unit. No, it's not that, is it? Can we look at any more detail for him, or is it just looking at how he physically appears? I think that's the only thing we can do, isn't it? We've got a goblin bard. Maybe I should be building some kind of diplomatic buildings on the surface just to avoid having all these people coming deeper into our fortress. That'd be bad. That would be bad. I mean, can we just set them to kill him? Can we do that? The civilizations menu might include him. He's not actually a diplomat. He doesn't have diplomatic immunity. So we could just take him on. Kill him. Bash his little brains in and be done with it, right? I mean, it's not very just. It's fuck off. So I've got like little flying creatures buzzing around. No doubt out for my blood. Bastards. Plutonium Jesus votes murder. Oh my goodness. Such aggression. Such powerful feelings. I mean, through what methods though? By what means? We don't have a particularly long time to murder him, and I don't know if I can even send the military after him. And even if I do, they're not exactly a dangerous crew, are they? In fact, there's only 2 of them left. Both of them involved in the previous Weir Creature fight, so... Take him to the danger zone. A poll. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Chunky. Let's do that. In fact, let's take it a step further than just offering a poll. Let's go over to my stream manager here. We'll open up the community menu. We'll middle mouse over channel points. There we go. And then over here we'll go to manage rewards and challenges. Custom rewards, review, request queue. Here we go, the request queue is now open, and then we can start doing some namings in a bit. But first, I shall say markers complete to that suggestion, and we'll start a poll. Manage poll. Fuck off, flies. New poll, and the poll question is murder? Question mark. Kill the guest. Isolate the guest. Or not isolate, imprison. That's a better word, isn't it? What are our options? I better look at chat actually. Imprison. There we go. Who have we got? Cage and cell. Oh, hello. Knock him out. Arrest him for some random crime. Can we do that? Can we pin all of our fault crimes on him? I feel like that's going to be bad. I would like actually the people who did the crimes to be convicted, but we'll see. Walking in a wonky manner. Heavens above. How dare he? Wonky walking? Jesus Christ. Outrageous. Arrest requires a justice system. Yeah, we don't have that. I'm not sure we've got it enough for a petty crime. Is that gum you just left on the floor? You disgust me. Prepare for Singapore-style justice. Okay, so are we all basically agreeing to kill him? Murder, isolate, leave alone. Well, Banana, we ain't leaving him alone. We're going to murder him or isolate him, I think. Appointed the captain of a guard. There will be a crime you can arrest him for. Okay, so kill the guest, imprison the guest using the justice system, or the other option is... I mean, really, we don't have any other options, do we? And really what I'm saying is sub-poll, how do we kill him? Okay, right. Instead of this, I'm not going to say kill the guest. I'm going to say atom smash. Here we go. We're going to have several options here. Atom smash, imprison. What are the other options? How else can we kill him? Cage and cell. Okay, cage and cell. That one sounds difficult, but we'll give it a crack. Draft him and he can guard under a bridge. Can't do that, Druid's Mead. Not a member of the fortress, so we can't actually do it. Can we banish him? I mean, I don't know. I actually don't know how to... I don't know how to banish somebody. We can drop him from somewhere really high. Long drop. Oh, actually, also we can do the old drop and plop into the magma, but it does need to be put into a cage before that happens. Keep him until he becomes a weir creature, then give him back. We have to get him back within the sort of the night that he is a weir creature, though. That's a lot of speed. The command is expel, but I can't remember where. Alright, let me put this... I'll put expel as an option. Oh, I can't. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apparently you can only have 5 options in a poll. Well, here comes my poll. Brace yourselves. Bosh. It should be in chat now. Let's see what it says. Let's see what democracy gives us. We'll leave it paused. I don't want any of this time wasted. We don't want to lose him. Does he obey burrows? Okay, you can't expel a visitor. Shit. I don't think he does. I don't think visitors obey burrows, do they? Maybe. I could make a quick burrow and find out. Let's do that. Let's... where do we put it? if he's hanging out in a tavern, you could burrow all the dwarves out of the tavern. That's a good point. We could make him his own little burrow and send him off to that. Can you sell a cage with your own unit in it? I'm not sure. Potentially? Okay, let's try burrowing him somewhere. Let's lift up a... Let's try burrowing... I know what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to take him and burrow him here. Oh, there he is. He's right there. W. Okay, let's get W. And we want a second burrow. Add a new burrow. There we go. Oh, that's why they didn't all go down past the traps. There was already a burrow 1. Ah, everything from earlier becomes clear now. Oh, God. Okay, so enter. Add some stuff to the burrow. All we want to do is add 1 dwarf to the burrow. So we can pop it there. There's burrow 2. Excellent. Burrow 2. Excuse me. C. Add citizen to burrow. What was his name again? Uvash. Is he even going to turn up here? Because he's definitely not a citizen. Search. UV. There's a herbalist called Uvash. Is that him? No, it's a different one. He's Uvash Isulurist, and that guy's Uvash Atekvabok. Could burrow him in the vampire room. That's not a terrible idea. Can someone be a vampire and a werewolf? That'd be interesting. Cage and Cell is the overwhelming victor. We've had 3 votes for that, 43% of those cast, and 1 for every other single option. Okay, well, it looks like we're caging him and selling him if we can. Have to give it a go. I'd pay 100 dwarf bucks to see Vampire versus Weirbeast. It does seem very tantalising, doesn't it, as fights go. Pretty sure cages with sentient creatures are opened after a trade. Oof, don't want that. Don't want him being opened up in our trade depot. That's a bad sign. I don't see a murder option. Instead of just having a murder one, Plutonium, I broke it out into various varieties of murder. So I went for the atom smash, the drop and plop into the magma, all that jazz. All that jazz. Wait until the elves come. It's not a bad idea. Just open it up. Right. I feel like if he goes to the burrow... No, we can't send him to the burrow, can we? Axe to the head, says Plutonium Jesus. Can we send them to attack him? But also, we don't have access to any military people with axes. We don't have any... we don't have people to do it. Arrest him to get him into a cage. Right, I suppose so. We need to set up our justice system then. And is it Militia Commander? Is that the one? That's the guy. Oh, we have got one. We've got Fuzzy. So surely... if you cage him, you can select the butcher option, then release him. Someone will take him up to the butchers and chop him up. Ah. Heavens above. Surely that doesn't work, does it? Captain of the Guard does the arresting. Okay, so Captain of the Guard. Who've we got? Melville. A competent tactician. The only person with any... Oh, no. The Pope T800 is a novice leader. So who do we go for? Do we put the Pope in charge of justice? The Cyber Pope T800 in charge of justice, which sounds dangerous. Sounds like Skynet might get a bit out of control if it's in charge of justice. Or do we make Melville the Metalcrafter, a competent tactician, our justice leader? Elf soap. Oh, that's nice. I'd put a warrior in charge temporarily. Okay, not that we have any actual warriors. This guy's probably just a tactician. Probably just plays war games. That's about the extent of it. Okay, in that case, let's put Melville in. Mobile Asmel Bekar is now our captain of the guard. What requirements does he have? Let's have a quick look. Melville, tell me more. Office, quarters, dining room. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why have you got to be so bloody needy? Build a table. Oh, Christ, we don't have any tables. Why don't we have any tables? What is it with the masons in this fortress? They are not interested in actually fulfilling our requirements. Mind you, we've only got one mason's workshop making them, so maybe if I say add table, there we go, repeat. I should probably add doors as well. They should surely go into the workflows here, right? Click. Alt-W. Oh, what have I done? I pressed F1. That wasn't meant to happen. Shit. Let's try that again. So Alt-W, workflow constraint, Shift-A, table mini rock, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Surely these should carry on from the other workshops, right? Not that they should automatically be there, but they sort of just have the same requirement. It's not 2 workshops now trying to keep 10 in stock each, is it? Or am I mad? You don't need to meet his requirements if you only keep him for the arrest. Oh, okay, so we just get rid of him afterwards. Okay. Okay. In that case, we need to set up a justice room. Take him to the justice zone. Let's build a cage. Here's our cage. Enter. We're going to make it an apricot wood cage. Why not? Let's get that bastard placed. And then, can we actually designate the room? Nope. Disable the prison designation and butcher should show up. Interesting. Interesting. We've got 10 cages there, so that's should be taking place pretty quickly. He appears to have locked himself in one of the guild halls, but he's back out again now. Over he goes. Urvash, the cavey bastard. What I need to do is say, squad, the golden bowels, move, and I want you to move here. Ideally, I would like also to see somebody come up and put those doors in place, but it doesn't seem to be happening. Bit annoying. Lock the door. Never mind, he's out. Oh, okay. Sorry. Should have paid more attention there. You're right. I could have locked him in. Still, wherever he is, there he is. He's in the tavern. Not the tavern. The dining hall. He'll bugger off somewhere else soon enough. Is our vampire going there? He is, by the look of things. That's good. And then presumably we can lock this door to keep him inside, but it will also prevent them from making these. So we'll leave that for now. Leave it for now. Where's our stupid diplomat in... Well, pretend diplomat. Where's he gone? Back in the guild hall? No. Doesn't seem to be interested in showing himself. He's disappeared. Where else could you possibly... The Forgotten Beast, Ungathest, has come. An enormous blob composed of vomit. It has 3 long straight tails, and it squirms and fidgets. Beware its poisonous vapours. Okay. A vomit blob. I would like to point out this isn't our first blob of vomit that we've been attacked by. In this fortress it is, but I am not exactly excited by the presence of this creature. I don't think it's going to be much of a threat. I'm not going to send our military after it. In fact, I'm just going to let it wander the caverns. Although, having said that, it might make sense for me to actually close off the caverns in question. Ah, shit. I haven't done any of that. I haven't done any of the work to set that up. I've just sort of said I was going to do it and not followed through. And normally in life, not following through is a good thing. But in this case, it was a different kind of following through. Add to new task. Link up a bridge, and I do not want that one, or that one, or that one, or that one. But I wouldn't mind... No, it's not that one, is it? It was in the lower cavern layers. Or was it? Probably surface caverns best, right? Take it up to that one. Don't have enough mechanisms. Stick it up your arse, Dwarf Fortress, you prick. How dare you? Okay, where were we? We were looking to get the Justice Zone made. Have they placed the cage? Yes, the cage has been placed. Excellent. Okay. Let's assign. Don't just assign them to put him in there? Oh, that's just animals. Okay. So how do I make that? I could have sworn there was a Justice option. Remove building. Make room. There we go. Make a room. Make this whole room a Justice room for no real reason. J for Justice. J for justice. J for justice! Why can't I do that? F for free. R for make room. Enter done. J for justice. What's the problem here? Why am I not getting my justice, chat? What happens? Why? Why? Why not justice? What can I do here? What are my options? I'm worried that this might be the end of it. The KV may rip through the fortress in a very ignominious way. We'll have to see. This is completely dry. I don't know why I'm putting up to my lips again. I'm going to take a break and get a drink in a minute. We've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Maybe he does need a table. A justice table? Oh, you mean the guy. BT. Let's try it again. BT. Where's our table? Needs table. Okay. Alright. Why don't we have tables? Seems like a fairly simple fucking thing to have in stock. Tables, right? Pick a table and chair in the dining room? Why not? Let's do it. Let's pick this chair here. Make throne room or study. Enter. Done. Assign chair. Militia. No, it's not him, is it? It's Melville. There we go. Captain of the Guard. Lovely. Captain of the Guards. Got a lovely chair. Woohoo! Everybody be happy. There we go. Click that. Still no justice. You know what they say? No justice, no peace. Maybe I need to let it play out for a few seconds to make sure he's got it. Because he says he also wants a shitload of other stuff as well. That's the thing. Is the cage set up or pending? I believe it's set up. Yeah, it's actually there. It's not pending. It's been placed. God. Didn't pay enough attention to making this place secure. And now, it's totally unsecure. What an idiot. What a dingle-dangle. What a dongo. Where is this breeze coming from? I keep feeling a breeze, but I'm not... Oh, is it coming from those fans over there? I didn't think they were actually blowing this way, but apparently it does get over here every now and again. Only metal cages can be used. Shit. Okay. It is going to take a while, isn't it? Let's get this guy going. Add furniture. Oh god, I don't know what options we've got. Z, stocks, bars. What have we got? It's not telling me. Why aren't you telling me how many bars of what I've got? Oh, you bastard. Enhanced view. BAR. Bars. There we go. Bismuth bars. Bismuth bronze bars. Brass bars. Copper bars. Oh, we could bang out a copper cage. Holy shit, we could bang out a golden cage. Probably won't let me make it out of coal, but we'll see. Let's find out. Let's find out if we can make a golden cage. Add furniture. Come on, let me make a gold cage. I can make a gold cage. Holy shit. I imagine it's not going to be particularly effective, but fuck it, let's do it. Get me a gold cage on the go, please. As fast as you can, if you wouldn't mind. Where is he? Where is he? Let's find this bad boy. We should probably check the old forgotten beast as well, shouldn't we? It could be anywhere. Urvash, where is he? There he is, in the corridor, you see. Got him. Let's check for the old FB. Yeah, I don't think he can actually get to us. Well, they've built the tavern floor at least. That's the main thing. Let's have a little look over here. Got stuff to do tomorrow. 2:34 a.m. It's only 1:30 here, but yeah, it's getting pretty late. No problem. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Always welcome to pop back. Join us anytime. See you later, Armor Shadow. Spligget Moose says, I've used ropes and wooden cage. Yes, you can, but I'm concerned. Oh, he subbed. Oh, thank you very much, Armour. Much appreciated. Did the notification not pop up? Huh. Is that what it was? That was redeemed highlight my message, wasn't it? Oh, I don't know. But if you did sub, thank you very much. And I apologise for completely ignoring it. But if you didn't, that's fine as well. You don't have to. Please don't feel pressured into subbing. A chain or a rope in a room will do for justice. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's put in a thingy and we'll see what happens. No problems. Did it while your big mouth intro screen was there? Oh, it was ages ago. Holy shit! Thank you very much for the sub. Oh, I see now. I thought I could just look at the top of the activity feed and see everything, but no, it was like 2 hours ago. Well, I'm glad you hung around and endured my ignoring you. Thank you very much. Dear oh dear, how rude. What a monster I am. Hello, Alceris. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Slave mortals, heavens above. These dwarves here, these are my slaves. These guys are doing what I tell them. Or are they? No, they're not. Okay, so we've got the idea here that a chain is as good as a cage for justice. We'll give it a go. Build, excuse me. Ooh. I made the mistake of eating an entire pack of pate before I started, so some of these belches are getting a little rich. I think I need a drink. Floodgate, floor hatch, cabinet, kennels, statue slab, table. There is a chain. It's called a restraint, isn't it, actually? It's not called a chain. There we go, restraint, V. There we go. Let's pop a restraint in and we'll tie that naughty boik up. Sheep, wool ropes, cave spider silk ropes. Okay, it's going to have to be... I'm going to go with giant cave spider silk, just because it feels like that's going to be the strongest material we have. People do tend to go on about just how strong spider's silk is. It was a bit odd. Yeah, well, I mean, I suppose. Is it a feature or is it a bug? I don't know. Talk to my parents. It's a bug. Anyone else, it's a feature. Look at this guy. He's come in here and he's going, oh, I see you're putting a rope in here. What's this for? Is this some kind of local custom? Yes, local custom. We're going to tie you up and hope that you don't kill anybody when you become a weird creature, a weird cavey. Okay, so now we can designate this a justice zone. Make a room. Let's embiggen it. J, used by justice. Yes. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of justice going on. How do I get him to actually arrest him and tie him up? Hello, War Merchant. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. And Druidsmead, do you have to define a jail? Yeah, I do. And I have. That's all good. We're all done. Z for justice. Oh, yeah, a new one. There you go. We've got a couple of murders. Locum and Ravelin. Well, I never. Well, obviously, we know that the vampire did these. Or did he? Maybe he didn't do both of them. Maybe he only did one of them. But we know at least Ravelin was murdered by the vampire because he was found very drained of blood. So, I mean, it's kind of a clue. What's this? Counterintelligence. Enter convict. I interrogate. C. Counterintelligence. Oh, heads above. I don't think that's actually implemented properly, is it yet? View cold cases. No cold cases. Well, let's fit him up for the murder of Ravelin. Let's do it. Enter, convict. We need to find him in here. What's his name again? Ah, shit. I've forgotten what his name was. Let's go back out and find it. Hang on. You, others. His name was Uvash Isulurist. Okay, Uvash. Uvash or Uvash, idiot. Come on, keep it in your mind. Uvash. And then we need to go back to the justice screen. Murder of Ravelin. Uvash. Where is he? Unib. Arptrecht. Ushri. Nope, that's not him. Not Bum Candy. Uvash. Upek. Kogan. Uvash. I will be back with you in a minute, chat. I just want to make sure that we... Okay, we're getting into the dead now. That's a bit weird. Uvash, there he is. Boom. Oh, Uvash. Okay, so, bang. Convicted. Nice. Okay, so, convicted for the murder of Ravelin. Uvash, the representative, is hauled into the justice zone and then becomes... moody, potentially. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say W, burrow 1. I am going to... No, I'm going to delete burrow 2. Burrow 1, I'm going to define the burrow, and I'm going to remove... excuse me... this bit here, if I can. No, how do I remove? Is it R? Erasing, that was it, R. Okay, so remove this part of the burrow, and then everybody will run down to the lower burrow zone, and on triggering, of course, and then be on the other side of cage traps. So if he breaks his restraints, he'll run in there. He'll get away from there. Okay. No time for a trial. Guilty. There's now multiple people involved in crimes. Yeah, I heard about that, the whole conspiracy thing, but I didn't know if it was actually fully implemented in a way that affected justice in a fort. We don't need a hammerer. Well, we don't need hammerers. Atom smashing themselves. Don't set the alert until he's in the ropes. No, quite. Okay, let's unpause and get him in there. Is anyone going to bring him in? Someone's brought him in, and he's tethered. Nice. Somebody's left a baby next to him, of course. So he's tethered, right? Question mark. Now let's set the alert. MA, burrow 1, bang. Everybody flood away from him. How long till he goes loopy-loo? Come on, everybody. On the other side of the cage traps, please. Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing? Zuntir. And your friend? Who are you? Stackhood. Right. Just because you go to the guild meetings for the farm doesn't mean you're safe, okay? Get out of there. What are you doing? For God's sake, I've given very clear instructions about who should be and shouldn't be in the depot or in this area, and you're ignoring them. Oh, don't get infected, visitor. Come on. Are these all visitors? Is that what this is? Are these all visitors? Udil the Swordsdwarf. Aina Amuratin the Swordsdwarf. Oh, it looks like we've had people come to the fortress for the purpose of fighting monsters. So there is that. But I'm pretty sure Kogan and Druidsmead are both supposed to be locals, citizens, or residents. Oh, you're going to regret that, mate. Come on. Don't be a twit. Don't be a silly Billy. Get the fuck out of there. There's a reason we've chained him up. You may have noticed that we were a little bit quick to convict on this pretty old murder. There's reasons. Reasons galore. Lock the door. What, with the goblin bard in there? Poor sap. Oh, forbid passage. There we go. Oh, keep tightly closed. There we go. S set as internal. Whatever. Okay, here we go. Unpause. That goblin's doomed now, which is sad. He still counts the visitor when he transforms, in which case he'll avoid the traps. Ah, that's not good. I don't like the idea of that. Right, are you going to transform in there, or are you... See, once he's done his transformation, we've got a little bit of time ready to... Oh! No, they just swapped places. You've got a little bit of time to get ready for the next stage, which is getting him in that cage, or a cage. We should have a gold cage, that would be nice. I mean, if we're lucky, one of the people who's come here to fight monsters will barge in there and fight him. What am I missing? When I played Fortress mode, I embarked surrounded by goblins. I couldn't even get my dwarves to attack the goblins. My goodness. Build a drawbridge outside that paper jail door. Okay. Pause. BG. Actually, no. I don't think this is going to work, is it? Is it? Well, as long as you're not getting attacked. I'm going to leave that jail door there. Does he definitely stay as a guest when he transforms? Because that's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. I want to check to see if the chain actually makes any difference whatsoever. We're going to monitor this situation, and then, I mean, we could station the vampire in there, right? And then when he transforms, it's like whoever wins wins, right? What do we reckon about that? And how long have we got till transformation? How do you guys know this guy's transforming? I now know that this is some kind of indicator for the phases of the moon, but I can't read it. I don't understand it. What's happening here? Someone fill me in on the deets. Because you could station the vampire anyway, because the vampire's currently stationed over here, sitting away in his little custom chambers, because he's more useful for sure than a fucking werebeast. It's coming up to full moon now. No time for fannying around. I will station the vampire outside the door, but I'm not going to have him, like, inside, just because I can. What are you doing, scoundrel? S, there we go, the golden bells. B, M. Let's pop him here, right outside the door. Things should be good. Fingers crossed he doesn't just infect the goblin and actually ends up killing him. That would be the ideal outcome. Can't believe how long it's taking everybody to get down there. Oh, they've built the golden cage. Look, there it is. There's the golden cage. Harry Beaver. Did you think that was more important than going and getting in our little lockdown room? No? Full moon dates are listed on the wiki. 4th of Opal is the next one. So 2 more days, right? 2 more days. Also full moons on certain fixed dates every year. Werebeasts will transform into their werebeast form on these days. 25th of Granite, 23rd of Slate, 21st of Fellsite, 19th of Hematite, 17th of Malachite, 15th of Galena, 13th of Limestone, 10th of Sandstone, 8th of Timber, 6th of Moonstone, 4th of Opal, 2nd of Obsidian, 28th of Obsidian. So twice in an Obsidian month. Very rude. Very rude indeed. Right, you better bolt for the other side of the room before that thing gets you. And hopefully the fucking rope will hold. It is a strong cave spider silk rope, so potentially as strong as steel, strand for strand, as they always say. But there's no guarantee. Come on, people, transform. I've got people locked down in the caverns. We can't have them there for weeks on end. Why is it taking so long? Suddenly we're at 24 frames per frickin' second. Holy mother of moly. Armok's birthday in Obsidian. Ah. Yeah, no, the frame rate is slowing down because of the burrow. But I do want to keep them, even though the cage traps may not be effective, I do want to keep them on the other side. Hopefully the vampire will be able to wrestle the weird creature into submission, should it come to it. Oh, he's on the move. No, it's the 3rd. We've got 1 more day. Stand back, Gobbo. After this little incident has resolved, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm drying out a bit here and I'm going to want another drink. So what we'll do is we'll wait for the actual event to unfold. We'll wait for the transformation, see how it pans out, and then we're going to go for a 5-10 minute break. Come on, guys. We're 1 day away from a glorious test of our justice system. That goblin really shouldn't be standing so close to him, fraternising with prisoners. He's about to learn a very, very powerful lesson. Come on. Oh, it's the day. It's the day. It's the day of. He's not transforming. Don't tell me I got the wrong fucking one. No? He's done. He's transformed and I spammed the space bar in excitement. There we go. What's happening now? Are we getting any combat? The Crundle is fighting. The Cave Fish Man. The Crundle. The Cave Fish. The Axe Dwarf. That's ages ago. It's not fighting. What's going on? Why aren't you fighting? What's going on with the Goblin Bard? Has he somehow managed to do some kind of pacification technique? Can he talk down? Is he like a weir whisperer, able to talk down even the most aggressive of weirs? Do I call off the alert? I feel like I can call off the alert. If the chain works, then we can just squish him underneath a bloody bridge or something in the next cycle. Come on. It's another day. How many days does this lycanthropy shit last? This is the least effective murder scheme ever. We'll get him, we'll get him. Have you considered the fact that he's tied up? Well, that's the thing, but he's got movement. So maybe he's like, is he proper like Hannibal Lecter tied up, or is he just tied in? Okay, it lasts 2 days. I'm going to end the alert. It doesn't look like we need to remain burrowed. As long as nobody goes in there, it'll be fine. I've got the door locked. It's all good. Everyone should come flooding up from downstairs in a second. And then, as soon as he's transformed... Did the Goblin Bard get hurt at all? He's transformed into a dwarf. There we go. So, and from the looks of things, no combat. So, restraining weird creatures on trumped-up charges appears to be effective. That's what I thought druids mean. They can move into any square adjacent, but apparently not able to attack, which is weird. Let's see if we can get a gold cage placed in there now. Build J for a cage. Pop it right there. No access to cage. Oh, fuck you. So we come out here. We'll permit passage on that one. And then I'll say BJ. And then we'll place the cage there. And we will use the... Huh? Okay. Maybe we won't. Have I not got a golden cage? I could have sworn I saw someone walking up that corridor with what appeared to be a golden cage. I've got a golden cage. Oh, it probably got put in another cage trap, didn't it? Right, let's just quickly check to see where the old vomit monster is. You. Others. It's gone. It's gone. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the situation has resolved itself fairly effectively. I'm going to pause things and we're going to take a break. Now lock the vampire in that room. That won't be a life sentence. That's true. We could keep them in there. It's good. Thief stole golden cage? Maybe. But I didn't see any kind of notifications about it, did you? Just a lot of cancellation spam from them being in their burrow. Oh, put up. Nope, that's the beginning again. Okay. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.